This Earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder.
Real wrath of God type stuff.
Biblical. No, not yet.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
I came here to give you these facts.
Dogs in camp, living together. Mass hysteria.
We're going to live on. Today, we celebrate.
Flabbergasted by the Audacity.
She understood. So, at the end of the day, it was one of the few times where the woman says that she's sorry instead of me.
You better appreciate that, because it's
I appreciate that shit 100 times. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, say it again, I'm close. Say it again.
What you're gonna want to do, I did this. Get
Yeah?
it in recording. That way, when she doesn't apologize, just play it back so you feel better.
Play to yourself, you're like, that's nice. so yeah. But anyways, welcome to Flabbergasted by Audacity. I'm Jamal.
I'm Patrick.
And the Olympics are over.
Thank God.
I gotta say, there was a lot of firsts for Canada. We did a lot of first time gold medals, both in hammer throw for men and women, which is really cool. Congratulations to both of them. I also would like to give a little special tip of gratitude. Like a
tip of the hat, you type of thing.
Yeah, I think it was either China or Russia. The synchronized swimming, they did a motion. I watched it live. They did a motion. They moonwalked with their feet in the air, so they were swimming as they were moving their feet, but their heads are underwater, and it looks like they're actually doing the moonwalk. I was like, okay, that's fucking cool. I don't remember if they won or anything, but that's fucking cool. That was like, I saw that, I was like, damn. All right, impressive. I'll give you that one for sure.
Well, if you had to perform in the Olympics and you had to do something in the water, what would you do?
I had to do a sport. I would drown. That's exactly what I would do.
You know how to? You can swim.
I mean, I can swim. I think if I had to really pick one, I just do the 100 meter, because that's like the quickest one, and I'm terrible at endurance, but I'm quick. So I could probably the first 50 I'll be pretty good, and the other 50 I'll be struggling to even get to the end. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, my cardio was gone out the window myself, so.
Oh yeah. Well,
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I feel like I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm really into this, and then the other 50, you're like, Jesus Christ, where is the lifeguard? Because I'm gonna need him in a minute, because I'm about to fucking drown in this water, you know? So definitely have to do the 100 meter. Because you know what's also what freaks me out is that I've never flipped in the water, even in my pool I don't flip around a lot.
You mean somersaults and shit?
Yeah, because when they do a somersault, right? I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with it. I don't know what it is.
How is that?
I think it's because, like I said, I had a near drowning experience when I was a kid. So even just swimming, I'm cool with swimming. I'm fine with it, as long as I'm in control of myself. And I feel like when I do that somersault in the water, now I don't know where's up, where's down anymore. Even though I should know where it is, I can just stand. My brain panics. So then I panic, and it's just not good for anybody. So I just don't do that part. So the fact that they have to kind of spin and touch the side of the wall to go off into the other direction, I'm just touching the wall and swimming the other way. I don't care how much time I lose. I'm just gonna touch the wall and continue, you know. But
and here comes Jamal. I'm mere 30 seconds behind everyone else.
I'm fucking last place, drowning. Because not only that, too, you gotta realize. They are tilting their head. They're tilting their head to get air as they're going. I'm like, that's impressive. I can't do that.
You can't turn your head?
Well, not turn my head, but okay, my pool's not the biggest pool in the world, so maybe I would have to go into a public pool and actually try and do it, but I've never been able to. I'm an underwater swimmer. I had to have my whole body submerged underwater while I'm swimming. So it's up to my lung capacity of how long I can stay underneath the water for. So I'm not a person I'm not very strong swimming above the water with my head out of the water. I'm better completely underneath. Completely underneath, I'm chilling. But if I have to be above, I struggle. I struggle sometimes. So.
Some weird facts I'm getting about you.
Yeah. Also, the breakdancing.
I got that too.
We got. Oh god. I mean, it kind of sucks for people who actually take this stuff seriously.
The way I saw it, it's like the modern art equivalent of modern sports, you know?
Yeah, I
Or
guess
it's just
so, yeah.
absolute dog crap, but you're supposed to appreciate it. It's like, no.
No, it wasn't very good. Even like the male, like even the guy who the Canadians won for the male side. Spoiler alert. Versus the France guy, and the France guy wasn't doing anything crazy. Like there was one or two moves that he did. I was like, oh, all right. But the Asian guy from Canada just fucking demolished him. Like there wasn't even like a close like competition. Um,
But
I,
did you see the
like,
runner-up though for the horrible breakdancer?
oh, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. I
No,
could do that. I could do that.
no, but you don't understand, Jamal. That person beat out the runner-up, and if you watch clips of the runner-up performing, it's
Yeah.
a million times better. So I really don't understand what they were thinking when they said, no, we'll send them. It's okay. fine.
To be honest, I don't even know who the judges were. Because I'm looking, you gotta have some good judges for this type of stuff. I remember I had the pleasure of going to, they had a breakdancing competition here in Montreal last year. I went with my ex-girlfriend. And they
Whoa, does your current girlfriend know about this?
Yes, he does, don't worry.
I can't believe you did that. What a
and,
Chad move. You're just
I know,
establishing dominance every chance to get.
Yeah, basically, I'm like, you can be replaced anytime. But so basically, like, they had judges doing, doing this thing. So the way, did you see how they were doing the judging? Did you watch that part? Do you understand how they determine a winner?
My experience with this year's Olympics has been nothing but through memes and clips on Reddit.
So you have not. So basically, what happens is the two dancers each have a round. Basically, the round can last as long as you feel like you have something that you can show off to the judges. That round ends when you feel like you've done enough and you beat your opponent, or you have to give, if you're first, and you have to give your opponent some time to also strut their stuff. There are 4 judges who should be reps of breakdancing. Like they're known for breakdancing, and there was one guy that I saw from Montreal. He's very well known because he actually cannot use his legs. He's a paraplegic. Is that what you call it when you can't use his legs?
Paraplegic?
Yeah. So he has the things that he uses his hands to walk with, but he's a fucking really good breakdancer. You have to. I forgot what, I think his name is Wacky Feet or something with feet.
That's funny. That's a good name. I like that. Wacky Feet.
But he's actually like, I was like, okay, like the guy can't even use his leg, dude. Watch him. Like actually, I was like, oh shit, actually this guy's kind of crazy good.
Having been in a relationship coming close to 5 years,
yeah,
I've been subjugated to having to watch musicals and dance movies.
Okay.
And I've seen people. I don't know if I've seen paraplegics, but I've seen people with cerebral palsy dance. Like they have the crutches, right?
Yeah.
And they basically like just wave their legs around in such a way where it's like, wow, that's impressive.
Exactly.
I am able-bodied, and I can never dream of moving like that.
Exactly, right? So that's what I'm saying. So what happens is that then every round the judges then will do a score. So then they'll vote. They'll go like, okay, I think he won this round. I thought he won this round, whatever. And then they don't know, the competitors don't know if they won that first round. There's always 3 rounds, right? So then round 2, same thing, they dance. Round 3, same thing, they dance. Remember, the dancers do not know what song is gonna be played. It's at random, so they have to go off of feeling. So that's also very important too.
I had no idea. I would have assumed they would have prepared something.
No, the songs are
wild.
Their dance steps are prepared. The way I can describe it is at random, yes, but to a point. It's like if they know the song, then they know the song, right? So for example, like if you told me, okay, Jamal, you're gonna dance to a random Michael Jackson song, I may not know what song it is, but when you start playing, I'm gonna go, okay, it's this one, So they don't know exactly what song, so they might be like, oh, I could do a really cool set to this song because there's a breakdown section here. That song might not play, so you have to kind of be ready to do to prepare to do any song that they might pick to incorporate the moves that you want to incorporate in. You understand?
Yeah.
So at the end, they do all the voting, and then that's how they get to see who the winner is. So to people who were judging for the Olympics, I didn't really show them. I couldn't really see them too well because they were so focused on the 2 guys, right? But like, I don't think they were super well known. That's why I'm like, that's why I'm trying to come back to that whole point of the runner-up being really good. That maybe the judges weren't good enough to really be judging him, So that's the part where I'm like, I kind of get where you're coming from, and I didn't watch the runner-up. I just know that the girl, the meme girl from Australia, is the one that's like everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
And she's the whole hard reason why there won't be breakdancing in 2028.
Wait, so they're removing breakdancing from the...
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, like
funny.
automatic. It wasn't even like a debate. It was like, nah,
Just like that.
we're gone for next year. I think that one's gone. I know that baseball's coming back next year, which I think is pretty cool.
That's neat.
I think
Baseball's really fun to play, but it's kind of ass to watch.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be watching a lot of it. Maybe like just like the finals. But I know that I think they got rid of boxing too. I think boxing's gone. I saw like a post on Instagram of what's getting removed and what's getting added into next year. But it's for 4 years from now. We might not even be here, so who cares? So yeah. Closing ceremony was really cool. LA being chosen is a no-brainer. I'm surprised that hasn't been done, to be honest. I think it's the first time that LA's hosting.
What
So
do
I
you
was
mean?
like,
I don't understand. LA, as in California.
it's hosting the next. Yeah.
Oh, so they're hosting next Olympics.
Yeah, they're hosting the summer ones. Yeah, you didn't hear about that part?
Well, no, and the way you said that,
no.
there's like no preface to any of that. You're talking about the closing events and like LA. I'm like, okay.
Well, no, because they closed it, and when they closed it, they always pass on the torch to the next person. That person being Tom Cruise. So
yeah, sure. Tom Cruise is there, and I was like, wow, I love Tom Cruise. He's great.
So he came in. He did a little stunt. You know, he did a little stunt for everyone.
What was his
And
stunt? I didn't see it.
He jumped off the roof of the building, but he had a cord with him, so I was like,
Well, yeah.
not really.
This is a suicide, by the way.
That one to jump off completely. So he jumps off, lands, gets the torch, and then gets on a motorcycle and drives out of the stadium, which I thought was like, can't get any more fucking American if you tried.
Nah,
But
I shouldn't have been firing guns on the way out.
exactly right. So he does that, and so that's where it's gonna be in 4 years. It's the first time that LA's ever gonna be hosting the Olympics, so I think that's really cool.
And LA is in like its worst state ever.
Exactly right. So this is gonna be so great, aren't they? And they're gonna be in more debt now. Cause you know how expensive it is to build these arenas for the summer. It's fucking expensive. So that's gonna be interesting to see.
Well, they don't have to build it if they have the place to do it. Don't they just do it?
This is true. Yes, they can, 100%. But I think they're gonna have to build some stuff. It's money regardless. I mean, France did a really good job. France did a really good job in terms of their budget. If you go look at the most expensive Olympics, Sochi, Beijing, Tokyo are all more expensive than what France did, but like a landslide in terms of cost. So
well, I heard France was cutting corners left and right, and they were denying people food.
Okay, I don't know about that part, but
yeah, there was some Olympian wanted to go to a restaurant with their family, and they just wouldn't serve them.
Oh shit. Okay, well maybe that's where they cut corners then, I guess. But I mean, but like a lot of money, like couple billions, to be honest, that they're able to cut out. So at the end of the day, the Americans won the whole thing. China was a close second.
Oh, they
Japan
won the
was a
whole
close third.
the whole of the Olympics.
Well, yeah, they had the most medals out of every country. So they have the most golds. They think they had 100 and something medals in total, which is crazy. Like 66 gold, 66 silver, 68 bronze, something like that. So like a lot of medals. China was pretty good. They got second. Japan was third. Canada coming in at a pretty humble 11th place.
11th? You know what? We got first
not
place
bad.
twice. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. we didn't. To be honest though, again, we've won a lot of medals that we don't normally win, which is pretty cool, right? Beach volleyball women's have never gotten to the finals before. They got silver. They lost to Brazil at the end of the day, but we've never gotten that far. So we did it. A lot of them should be proud of themselves. And the last story that I'll talk about for the Olympics is Noah Lyles. What's his name? It's Lyles from America. Lyles. I don't know how to fucking.
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, so Noah Lyles is an Olympic runner, right? And what happened with this guy was, when they interviewed him, he said, and I quote, "I'm gonna win this thing. They're gonna be depressed when they see me pass them." That's cocky to a whole new level, might I add. That's like extremely cocky. Now, they were saying, "Oh well, he deserves to be cocky because he had asthma and he had COVID.
What? That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense.
I'm like, okay, so he has asthma and COVID. Doesn't mean that he's allowed to be that cocky. Like,
no, but it doesn't make him cocky then. If anything, he's disadvantaged and he's fucked to compete.
Yes and no, because what people are saying is that that it wasn't as bad as they're saying it is. He was making it worse than what it actually was. I mean, again, he still won the race. He won by 0.02 of a millisecond. His collarbone. I didn't know. Did you know about this? That they actually don't compare when they do like a photo finish. It's not where your foot is; it's where your collarbone is. I didn't know about that.
I guess it makes sense because it's like your body, right? Like your main body.
Like, I guess if you're taller, right, then your legs are longer, so you have an advantage.
Otherwise, last second you could just like kick your foot forward.
Exactly, right? So
technically, Lightning McQueen's tongue doesn't count.
Exactly, right? There was a lot of videos comparing Noah Lyles to Lightning McQueen in that video because what happened was, okay, so the 100-meter race, when it started, there was a guy from Jamaica who was in first place for 80% of the race. I mean, it's 100 meters. It's not long. Very short. 10 seconds, basically. So for 80% of that race, he was in second place, Noah Lyles, behind the Jamaican Thompson. He passed him within that last 20 meters by, again, 0.02 of a millisecond. For me, I don't know what it is. I don't mind if Olympian wins a medal, but don't be cocky about it. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that he was cocky before the race and he was cocky after the race.
That's just it's bad sportsmanship.
It's exactly like, I get it. You have asthma, you had COVID, fine. Like, you fought hard and you got here. Be humble for getting here. Be like, you know what, man? I worked really hard and I got here, and I just want to prove that I can be the best. That's 100% fine. That's really, you're honest with yourself. You know that you had a hard battle and you got here and you win. And if you want to be a little cocky afterwards, throwing like a little shade here and there, fine, so be it. But the way that he was interviewed and how he spoke to the press, even after he won, was disrespectful to the other two people that were there, for second and third place. I don't really find it respectful. So then what happened was he wasn't even a part of the 4 times 100 men's relay, which is 4 guys and you have to pass the baton. They actually were disqualified in America. They fucked up. They actually did not pass the baton correctly. So when the Canadians won, Justin Trudeau, our prime minister, I have to find exactly what he said because I find it so funny. So after we had won the race, Justin Trudeau posted to a post that someone I wrote on Twitter going, as the World Relays in spring, a reporter asked USA Noah Lyles if he saw Canada as a threat in the 4 times 100 meters in Paris. He goes, who? He laughed it off. With Lyles sidelined, the USA were disqualified today and Canada won gold. So then Trudeau reposted that with the word sorry, 2 eyes, and a gold medal. I'm like, that, I don't know about you, but he's got my vote. No, I'm kidding. But I was like,
as much as I hate him, that was good. That was really good.
Yeah, I was like, that's honestly just a fucking stab. Like, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Because not only did the United States lost, they were disqualified. They didn't even have a chance to win, even if they wanted to. So, I found that very funny. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, so that's all I have to say about the Olympics. I'm done. It's over. Unless you have anything else to add.
No, I do not.
I think I did a pretty good job. I like to feel like I covered that. I did a pretty good job covering that. So.
All right, Jamal. So
yes.
I need you to do me a favor real quick, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I need you to describe your boy here in 3 words.
My boy.
That's me.
What's boy?
It's me.
Oh yeah. Okay. You.
I'm a boy.
I'm a boy. Really? Let's see. Funny, dark, and hardworking.
I appreciate you acknowledging my quarter blackness.
Dark and dark humor, but sure.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I guess let's make it both. Thank you.
Okay, whatever.
Anyways.
Yeah, alright, yes.
If things keep going the way they're going, not gonna lie, I'm gonna use the hard R with hate.
Where are we using this?
Have you ever had to work with someone as a partner and they're just the worst at everything? All they do is fuck you over every chance they get. They make you look bad in front of your peers and your boss. And they just happen to be African.
Who is this person? What the fuck?
It's a colleague at work.
Okay. But like, what happened? Like, I'm so confused.
They're just the worst. I've had a few jobs now. They are the worst colleague I've ever had. They're lazy, messy. They make mistakes left and right, even though I explain to them how to do something and what to do when problems arise and just all this stuff. And they just either ignore it or don't understand, or they're just too fucking lazy to do anything. And now he's throwing attitude my way.
Oh, okay. No.
And then, it gets even better.
Oh no, he's throwing attitude to you. Then
he suggested we start working out together, and I'm like, what the fuck?
No.
Why would I want to see you anywhere outside of work?
Oh no. So maybe because he feels like, if I were to like work out with him, then I can show him that like I'm better, you know, kind of like.
Nah, he has no friends. That's what he told.
Okay.
He has no friends. But I'm not your friend, guy.
No, I'm not your friend, guy. That's your friend, buddy. But
I'm not your buddy, friend.
Not your buddy, pal. No,
pal, that's what it was. Yeah.
That's pretty fucked up. I don't.
And so like, the more I work with him, I'm throwing obscenities. I said the hard R a few times in my head. I'm like, I can't. It's so upsetting. But then I'm like, I can't be racist though. I've worked with other black people here, and they do a good job. It's just this one fucking guy is ruining black people for me.
You know what? I've definitely. I think we all have had that person. I had that when I used to work at St. Hubert. I had this. Funny enough, I worked at St. Hubert with a guy named Hubert, and he was terrible. Like
the irony.
I know, right? It's just like how you own the company. No, okay, but it's like he just didn't. He wasn't good at his job. He just wasn't good at his job. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. So I definitely get that. I definitely understand where you're coming from. This is a weird suggestion. At least to work out together. What the fuck? It's just so random. It's such a strange thing to say.
I don't know. Like he might have been implying that I'm out of shape, which I am. But I don't know. It's just weird.
Stop. Which I am.
Oh my god, my second biggest problem with him, other than him being absolutely incompetent.
Yes.
He's more deaf than I am.
Oh god.
Anything I say, I have to repeat it 2 to 3 times, and it's like, motherfucker. Like, I'm deaf. I'm actually deaf, and I have no trouble hearing you. And I'm literally shouting.
But like, it's because it's just like he actually had like a hearing problem. Or he just is an idiot.
He's just retarded. I swear, he has to be retarded. Oh my god.
I mean, because it's possible some people just don't know that they actually need a hearing aid, you know?
I feel like you would know.
I mean, yeah and no, because sometimes it's like, I've seen some videos on TikTok where it's like, when you don't like clean your ears out, like when you like have earwax in your ear, you don't clean it out for like a long time, it can actually cause the same effect of actually not having, like loss of hearing, even though like.
Yeah, but again, it would be muffled and you would feel that.
Some people are not that bright, Pat. Some people just don't know that.
Fair enough.
So.
But I noticed something about him this week though. He has like this mannerism I can only equate to a Shobi-ism.
Okay.
You know when you're explaining something to Shobi, he'll go, "I got you, bet, yeah, let's go." Like, you know, he does it all the time, right?
Okay.
So Shobi does that, but when he does it, he actually means it. Whereas this guy, he'd be like, "I got you, it's okay, I got it," and then he'll fuck it up completely, and I'm just like, "You said you had it." He's like,
he come back, he's like, I thought you had it, buddy. What's going on?"
It's infuriating. It's
That's
yeah.
no, that's
And he
that's
keeps him
very
okay
annoying.
because the way my job works, you have to prepare in advance, like with your orders and your placements and all that, and your setup. So there's a lot of preparations and all that. And he keeps implying like, "Oh, I can do that. I'll do it." And then I'm like, "I have no confidence in you for this."
Okay.
And
So then he does it.
No. I tried. He'll never. He doesn't do anything unless I tell him to. Which is a double-edged sword because that means he'll fuck up less, but
Yeah.
he won't do
You have to tell
anything.
him.
Yeah, he has no autonomy at all.
Yeah. So it's like it's you who has to control him, but that shouldn't be your job though.
Exactly.
But it's because you have to work with him. Is that why or?
Well, because it's working in pairs.
Okay.
So
Okay, cause that's why I was like, then so like just let him get fired and then that's it, like fuck off, you know. But
I would
you have to
love
work
to.
with it. Yeah.
It was so funny. Every shift we have a meeting to go over like the plan, essentially for the night, and the boss referred to him as my Padawan, and immediately in my head I'm like, wait, Anakin killed all the younglings. Can I kill
shit.
it? That's what I immediately thought as soon as he said it.
You're like, wait a second, hold on.
I was like,
That's
oh my
funny.
god, this is where the fun begins. I'll murder him.
Yeah. Yay. All right. I'm
So
gonna put a spoiler out.
whoa, the whole point of this, I was
Yes.
gonna open with this, but you skipped over words of wisdom. So
Sorry,
my words of wisdom are
Kill the black people.
no.
Kill the black people.
Oh yes, okay.
Yes.
My whole theory as to why he's incompetent.
Mhm.
He doesn't have a father.
Oh. Oh, you know what? That there's a good chance. There's a good chance you're in the right ballpark. There's a very good chance.
Because I think, because you have a mother and a father, right? Your mother
Yeah.
brings you emotional awareness
Yeah.
and helps you feel emotions, right?
Yeah,
Whereas a
yeah.
father gives you logic and
Discipline.
reasoning
And discipline. Yeah.
and discipline.
Yeah.
And so if he's lazy, can't prepare in advance, makes
Yeah.
the same mistake multiple times,
Yeah.
all of those equate to like male attributes, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact he did not have a father, or he left when he was very young. So I think that's why.
It's possible. No, you make a very good point. It's a very good chance that is the case. There's a good chance that you're right about that for sure.
So my words of wisdom are, get a dad.
Yeah, okay, but a little bit harder to do than to just be said, but
You
okay,
soy
but-
tu papá.
Papa Ute.
Ute.
Papa Ute. All right, I'm gonna put a spoiler out here right now. If you don't want to know about Wolverine and Deadpool,
Oh, you watched it?
skip the next, I want to say, at least 12 minutes of this podcast. At least
That's a very precise
at the
number.
minimum. At the minimum. You've been warned. From here on out, it's spoilers. Patrick, are you gonna watch the movie, or can I spoil it for you?
Oh, I'm way ahead of you, cause I had very little like interest in seeing it, and then I watched a review, which was 6 hours long,
Jesus Christ.
where they break.
Okay.
It's EFAP, if anyone knows
Okay.
them.
Oh yeah.
They literally go through the movie scene by scene, so I
Yeah.
basically know what happens,
Okay.
and it sounds fucking awful.
So, first of all, did you ever go to the VIP? Did you hear about VIP movie?
VIP
Did you hear
is
about
crap. It's dog shit. I really cannot stand VIP. I've gone 3 or 4 times.
that? I actually like it a lot. I'm the complete opposite. I really, maybe because my movie was free, because I have so many fucking scene points. That's why it's dog shit.
That would
But
help.
like, yeah,
Let's
yeah,
see.
because I only go when I have enough points for the movie to be free. But I enjoy what I really like is the fact that you can eat. I think that's probably like my favorite part. 'Cause I like watching movies while I eat, so that was definitely a big help for sure to enjoy the film. So I watched it, right? I watched the movie. Went to go see it with my mom. Now, from a pure storyline point of view, movie's weak. Very weak storyline. Very weak storyline. Where right away, it does not deserve the hype that it's gotten. is it better than a lot of the Marvel movies that have come out after Endgame? Yes, I will say that. But is it the hype that it's receiving? God, no. It's not. It's not. Is it funny? Yeah, of course. It's funny. A lot of little small references here and there of different movies and different stuff. You know, having Steve Rogers. Well, I forgot what's his real name. Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Chris Evans. Not being Captain America, being Flame guy.
That's what I heard though. He comes back and he's immediately gets his power sucked out of him, and then someone rips his skin off. I'm like, that's awful.
No, but it's funny how it's done. So that's what I'm saying. I'm going, yeah, okay, fine. Like you're watching it through EFAP, and they're very good.
No, okay, but can you because the way they described those scenes, and that sounds like terrible. Imagine like you're like a big Johnny Storm fan, especially Chris Evans' portrayal, and then he's back, and then he gets disrespected and then murdered brutally.
Because what happens is that Deadpool and Wolverine are down there, right? And then Chris Evans show up, and the guys are circling around. So Deadpool thinking, okay, this is Captain America. He's gonna say Avengers Assemble, and then he goes, Flame on. That's the joke. That's the funny part, because some people are probably going, people who probably aren't big fans of Captain or Fantastic Four. I forgot. I'll be honest with you. I was like, why is he not? Oh yeah, he's also that guy from the Fantastic Four. I forgot. I really thought he was about to pull Captain America's shield real quick and go ham, but I was like, oh yeah, he's also that hero. That's like the funny part, right? Now he doesn't get his fucking skin ripped off of him right away. They get taken to dead Ant-Man. Just Ant-Man when he gets really big.
It's in the trailer, right? The big head or whatever.
Yeah, so he's dead, and they're using his body as like a base. And not Professor X, but I want to say it's the younger version of the chick from Doctor Strange.
America Chavez? Wait, the bald chick. Oh, the woman in yellow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's exactly the same actress. I can't remember.
Was she bald?
Fuck yeah. But they could do things to make sure that her hair is not in the scene. So I don't know if it's the same chick who's acting. But she's in there, and what happens is Deadpool is saying that Chris Evans was telling her like, oh, like he can fucking suck my dick, fuck all this shit, whatever. And then Chris is like, I never said any of that, and then she like kills him, basically, right? That ties in to the end of the movie. You know, like the bonus scene.
What's the bonus scene?
So the bonus scene is Deadpool's going, I'm tired of everyone saying that I got Chris Evans killed. I'm just gonna keep saying Chris Evans. I'm just gonna go with that. Because while Deadpool is telling young Doctor Strange bald chick that Chris Evans is saying all like, oh, he doesn't fucking care about you. He want to fucking suck his dick. You can fucking kill yourself on this shit, whatever. Chris keeps going, I didn't say any of that. And then they played a clip of him in the cage with Deadpool and Wolverine where he says all of that. That's the part of, because you're thinking that Deadpool's a fucking asshole to get him killed.
Yeah.
So then they can escape
in reality. So Johnny Storm did say that.
He did say that, yeah. So that I want to clear up that part.
That's weird. Wait, okay. So he did say those things, but it just wasn't. Those things. Before that end credit, though, was it shown at all?
It was not included in the main movie. No,
that's weird.
Not.
That's a weird thing to do.
To give it that persona of Deadpool being an asshole, but he's not actually being an asshole in that one scene. Again, the movie itself storyline is weak. The jokes definitely give it some life. And Deadpool being Deadpool does help. Ryan Reynolds does help this movie, and he does kind of give this movie some sort of lifeline. I will say Hugh Jackman also being Hugh Jackman does help. The action scenes are pretty well done. Not a lot of jump cutting. The special effects are very well done. They took their time.
It sounded, from what I understand, most of the movie takes place in what's called the Void, right?
Yes, this is true. I want to say about 70% of the movie, is
really?
in the Void. Yeah, okay. And is it bad? Not necessarily. I think it's actually quite um quite a smart move because that it's a new dimension that anything can really go. So it's not really hard to kind of be like, oh, like this is unrealistic. We're like, yeah, but it's in the void. I'm like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like this could happen because this is a whole new dimension. Because they kind of do like a little bit of like a Mad Max ish type of thing in the void, where I was like, okay, like where are we going with this?
What do you mean
And
by
I was
that? Well, how is it Mad
well,
Max-ish?
because what happens is that when Deadpool and Wolverine get put into the void and they find Chris Evans, there are 4 or 5 cars that come in, and there's one particular car that I was like, isn't this from Mad Max? It's a guy with like 5 motorcycles as horses.
Yeah, it sounds like
And
in the new Mad Max.
yeah,
there's
so
a-
I'm like, isn't this in Mad Max? And then they of course want to take these 3 guys and bring them to their leader, which is the young bald chick lady. And basically what happens is that the only part that I just don't understand, and you kind of just didn't hear it in the movie, is that when they go to the void and they meet the bald chick hair lady, she says that she needs to give an offering to this cloud being for some reason, and I don't even know who the cloud being is. It's this big fucking purple shit of smoke that shows up twice for some fun reason, and it just consumes stuff. There's no explanation. He just, unless I'm missing that part of the movie. Maybe I have to find it and watch the movie again. But she's there. She's like, I need to make an offering to Cloud Guy, and they're like, okay. And then Cloud Guy shows up, and then he's gone. I'm like, where the fuck did he go? Yeah. So I was like, he's the big Cloud Guy. She's saying, I gotta give someone to him, but apparently if you hide inside a building, he can't find you. So if you're out like just in the fucking, butt naked, out nowhere, he'll kill you. But I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I have to find his name, to be honest with you. I have to like really like, hold on. Deadpool. If I can like find
Deadpool Cloud Guy.
Yeah, like Cloud. Cloud. Like I don't even know, cause there's no actor/actress who plays that part.
They have a voice, right?
No, it's just growling.
What the fuck?
It's just a big cloud in the sky. It's a big cloud in the sky.
It sounds like what's his name? Jordan Peele's movie there.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
it's just a cloud. It's just a cloud.
Yeah, it's like who is the big cloud? Yeah, like there's a TikTok about it. Can I maybe? I'm trying to. Yeah, I would have to look at it again, to be honest with you, because
it's fine.
I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, the fight scenes are well done. Lady, young bald chick lady is ultimately the villain and in this movie, and she is fucking strong, so that's really cool. How she dies makes sense. It's not like some like ex machina bullshit. Like it actually like makes sense how she dies. It also makes sense why Wolverine and Deadpool don't die in the scene where they kill her. Basically what they have to do is they have to make matter and antimatter connect to override this machine, because basically what she's trying to do is she's trying to get rid of every timeline to where the only timeline is the void, so she can rule the whole world, basically. And she's trying to erase all the timelines. Ultimately, I'll give the plot real quick. Deadpool's timeline, the one that he's in, he goes to go see the Avengers because he wants to become an Avenger. Happy says no. Happy's like, nah, not really needed. Cool. So then he's in his dimension, and what happens is that he gets attacked by these guys who just unexpectedly just kind of show up through this portal, and they're like, hey, you gotta come with us. He's like, nah. He's killing all these guys basically because he's like, I want to go with you guys. But the first time he goes with him, he meets this guy named, hold on, I have to find his name, Mr. Paradox. And Mr. Paradox says, hey, your timeline is going to die. The people above me, who they are, I can't remember right now. I think it's the people who run all the timelines. I don't know. Basically says, they thought you were special, so we're gonna take you out of your timeline and put you in the timeline with the Avengers, because isn't that the dream that you wanted to be an Avenger? Then he's going, yeah, but my timeline's gonna die. I don't want Vanessa and all the people in my timeline to die. How do I save it? It's like, well, because the Wolverine in your timeline died. Therefore, your timeline is going to disappear because he died. So it's like, okay, what happens if I just bring a Wolverine to that timeline? Like, oh, yeah, I guess that could work, but you shouldn't do that. He's like, too bad. So he goes around all these timelines, finds this really shitty ass Wolverine, because in his timeline he's a failure because the Fantastic Four die. So he feels like, oh, like, oh my god, I love the Fantastic Four died. I'm gonna drink myself to death. So then Deadpool brings him. They go on a little adventure. They find the void, go into the void. They go back to his dimension, and then they bring him into his dimension. Timeline saved. End of movie. That's basically the whole that's like the abridged version of that movie. It's his timeline's dying. He needs a Wolverine. Find said Wolverine. Bring the timeline. Timeline good. End of movie. That's it. That's basically the whole thing.
So the whole a big point of this movie's existence is to just make Disney money and to continue the MCU.
Yes.
It always succeeded in making the money. It crossed $1 billion pretty easily.
Yes. Yeah.
As a viewer,
yes.
Are you now excited for the next slate of films?
No, I'm not. Because the movie doesn't do anything in terms of, because you see Blade, I'm like, okay, all right, we're getting somewhere. And then you see this one, do you know Gambit? Who the fuck is Gambit?
He had like a short scene in one of the old X-Men movies. I think it was Origins.
Okay, because he comes in the movie for some, like, I don't know, I'm supposed to know who the fuck he is. Like, I see Blade, I'm like, okay, what's his size of Blade? Yeah, that makes sense. Then you see, the chick from, Wolverine. Cassandra?
Cassandra.
Yeah, she's the one who, Wolverine, when he dies. Well, dies.
Oh, the little girl there,
yeah. Yeah, so
X-23
she's older. Yeah, she's older. She's in there. And then fucking Gambit shows up. I'm like... And he has a Spanish accent for some reason? Channing Tatum, good job on it, though. I will.
He did a good job with it?
He did a really good job.
As soon as you said it, I'm like, oh no.
No, it actually wasn't terrible. And Deadpool makes I thought it was pretty good, but Deadpool makes a really funny joke. He goes, who the fuck was your linguistics coach? The fucking Minions? That part made me laugh. I thought that was really funny. I was like, that's really good. I'll give you that one. But, like, Electrica's in there. I'm like, it's a whole lot of, like, people who show up, and you're like, okay, awesome, cool, and then they die, and you're like, so then why were they there? For the money? Like, I don't know. Again, is it funny? Yes. I think Ryan Reynolds is still really funny. Hugh Jackman has a couple good jokes in there, too, and I think the action scenes are well put together, and they're not all, it's not just, like, sporadic. It actually makes sense. Deadpool's character makes sense. His evolution throughout the movie makes sense. For me, again, it's a standalone film. I don't really feel like it continues into anything, because there is no, like, for example, like when Thanos is still around, there is no next movie. Like, if you were to tell me tomorrow the next film out of this is Captain America, I'd be surprised. I know that it is. I know. I'm saying nothing about this movie shows me that. Like, there's nothing in the movie where I go, okay, this is gonna lead into nothing. Absolutely jack shit nothing. Unless you want to include the one scene where he's being interviewed by Happy, but even then I'm like, there's not enough to where I'm going, okay, that makes sense of why Captain America comes in next. It doesn't. It's just nothing there. Nothing there. It's Emma Corrin who plays the dead bald-haired lady chick. I'm pretty sure she does not play.
She does not.
Yeah, no. She's in The Crown, apparently. She's in The Crown and Pennyworth. So, yeah. But she's good. She's a really good actress, though. I give her. She did a really good job. But yeah. So it's like, it's just, I don't know what it is. Is it a funny movie? Is it a good movie? It's one of those movies where it's like, if you're not a big Marvel fan, if you're not like us, Kendrick Lamar. No, okay. If you're like not like us in the sense of like wanting to see Marvel films get better and you like to follow the continuation of Marvel films, I would wait until it's on DVD and then watch it at home. But if you want to watch a funny, good, standalone action film movie, I would recommend it. All in all, it's a 7. It's a 7. It's a good movie, but tear away the funniness, tear away how shit Marvel has been in these last couple of years. Movie's garbage. Movie's not very good. But leave the little bit that they added on to make the movie at least passable. I was like, I laughed. I enjoyed it. It ran a little bit long. Just a little bit, not too much. Just a tad bit longer than I would like it to run. But all in all, it wasn't half bad, is what I'm trying to say at the end. So, yeah.
So wait, so you said not that bad is a 7 then?
Yeah. I'm not going, Patrick, you gotta see this movie.
No, but I feel
never
like,
see it.
I don't know, it's just weird. 7 out of 10, but it's just not that bad. That sounds to me more like a 5 if it's not that bad.
No, I mean, like, 7's like not that bad. 8's like, okay, it's pretty good. 9's like, wow, that was really good. And 10's fantastic fucking movie.
Then what's
like,
a 5 in your mind?
A 5 is like, I should have stayed home. I should have stayed home. I'm here, I watched
Really?
it's whatever. I should have stayed home. If
The
I had
way-
to put it...
The way
in
my
terms-
rankings would work, it'd be like 1 is absolute trash. Don't waste your time. 2 is like they tried. 3 is like 4.
Okay.
All right, they had an idea. 5 is like passable.
Okay.
6 is like just kind of good.
Yeah.
7 is pretty good. 8, that's pretty great. 9, holy crap. 10, you gotta fucking watch this today.
Okay, got you.
You
Okay, I
know?
understand.
Whereas, so when you say like, oh, it's all right.
Yeah,
It's not
10,
that bad.
okay.
7, like it's weird.
Okay, in terms of your number, okay, I get that. But yeah, like, it's just, again, I liked it enough to where I was like, okay, cool, like, it wasn't a terrible movie, but it just wasn't, like, if I had to rank it among all the movies, let's go past Endgame, let's not include anything from Endgame, I would put it right underneath Spider-Man No Way Home. Sorry, Where Do Y'all Meet? Is that No Way Home?
Yeah, the titles are
Okay.
confusing.
I know. Yeah, so No Way Home, right above Deadpool and Wolverine.
Did you
I'll
see
put
Guardians
it right-
3 yet?
No, but I know that one's probably going to be above that one, for sure.
It was really good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. So then, that's where I'm going to put it. I'm done talking about it now. For you, when I say still watch it, I would still recommend watch it when it comes out for DVD. Then I would watch it.
It'll
Or
be on
stream.
Disney Plus in like a month or 2. I'll watch it then.
Exactly. So then just watch it then.
Yeah.
I don't think you would necessarily be wasting your time, because there's a lot of like little things that if you don't catch, you're gonna miss it. But I know you're a good movie buff. You catch a lot of things. There's a lot of references to previous films in there, previous X-Men films, stuff like that. That I know that you're gonna catch. One thing that I will give them credit for is the fact that they were not afraid to kind of go like, listen, we know Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2 was pretty good movies, so if you didn't watch it, too bad, because there's a lot of stuff that are in this next film that if you didn't watch the first 2 movies, you really are confused of why they're there. And I like the fact that this did not explain that part. They just kind of left it. They're like, listen, watch the films. Why are you here? That I enjoyed. That
Really,
was like,
I
okay.
heard it was the opposite. In like,
No.
because they essentially undo what happened in the first 2 movies. Because don't they get rid of the X-Force, which he formed at the end of Deadpool 2,
He's there.
and
No.
and they
No,
got
dude,
rid of the girlfriend, or she breaks
X-Force
up with
is-
him.
X-Force is there, and so is Vanessa. They're both there, so I don't
Doesn't
know what the
Vanessa
fuck
break
you
up with him?
In the movie, in the third one, in that timeline, yes, he does break up with her, right? Because
Well,
Deadpool basically.
But that
feels like
timeline is his timeline, isn't it?
It's his, yeah. But then what happens at the end when they get back together?
Oh, they do.
Yeah, because what happens is that why Deadpool goes to go see the Avengers in the first place is that Vanessa's going, you need a purpose, and Deadpool was feeling like Avengers would be that purpose, and when he didn't get the job, he fell into a depression and becomes a car salesman.
Isn't that retarded?
Yeah, a little bit, but
He
again,
has his own team, the X-Force. He's like, no, they're not good enough, so we quit.
So then what happens is that he becomes that with the guy. Remember when he is interviewing for his team? Which I believe is X-Force, right?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Iron Giant and the chick with the bad attitude. I'm talking about
In the second
where
movie,
he's
where he has the montage, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And they get an invisible Brad Pitt.
Exactly, right? So, the guy who is just the regular fucking guy, what's his name again?
Wasn't it like Steve or Alan or
Well,
something?
yeah, whatever. He's plays a vital role in this movie. But if you don't know
That's strange.
if you do not know who he is, then you will be confused. Because they never explain why he's in the movie. He just is there, which is great. I love that. So that I found was really funny. And there's also there is one scene where they kind of try and pull like a little like Avengers end of the movie, end of game, where everyone kind of comes through the portal type of thing. Because there's a little bit of Doctor Strange in there that shows up, and then basically like all the Deadpools show up because there's a nice pool, which is just Ryan Reynolds with long hair, which is really funny. And he's like, yeah, there's like a lot of Deadpools in the void for some bizarre reason, and they all show up for this one epic fight scene between Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds Deadpool, and all the other Deadpools. Of course, they don't die because they can't. But they thought that they killed them. But Nice Pool is the only Deadpool who doesn't have regeneration. So there's like a scene where Deadpool is using Nice Pool as a shield, thinking that he'll regenerate. So then when they go into cover and he goes, "You're gonna be okay." He goes, "I think I've been shot." He goes, "Yeah, but you have a healing factor." He goes, "Healing factor?" And he just starts puking out blood. He's like, "Oh." So that part's pretty funny. But yeah. Anyways, still watch it. I still recommend that you watch that you watch the movie. So,
Alright.
yeah.
Alright.
Hey.
So, gonna talk about another movie now.
Mm-hmm.
To our dismay.
Okay.
Do you remember last summer? A bit of a meme event.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't actually know. Barbie?
Yeah.
You actually watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My roommate wanted to watch.
Oh God. Okay. And?
I had no expectations.
Mm-hmm. Which is good.
And it was so awful.
Yeah. I heard it's pretty bad.
I cannot believe it's like the most profitable movie of last year, right?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there watching it like, there's no fucking way this crossed $1 billion. It's so dull.
Yeah.
Boring. The comedy is oh my, I think I laughed 3 times. And it was all Ryan Gosling because he's so fucking charming.
Yeah, I know. Ryan Gosling's
He
great.
plays the role so well.
Yeah.
And
no, I heard he did a really good job.
Because he won Best Supporting Actor, remember that? And there was
Yeah.
controversy because, like, oh, how come Barbie didn't win anything for her own movie? Because she, as a character, is fucking awful.
Yeah, I know for a fact that it's like, that was one of those films that I kind of sound like a broken record, going back into like the whole women's rights things and the whole women Me Too movement. But it's the fact that I think because it was a lead women and it's Barbie and all this stuff, that like, yeah, it's so fucking good. But on the surface, the movie's garbage. Barbie itself as a product doesn't really have a lot of life or storyline to begin with, you know. So it's like it's hard. It's hard, but also it's also hard. It's hard, but also like they're so fucking dumb because they're going. You have a blank slate. You can be movie about fucking anything that you wanted to.
Dude, all you had to do, copy the Lego Movie.
Yeah, you could have done that. Yeah,
They did
100%.
whatever they wanted to, and it was great. It was excellent.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like the Lego Movie, they did the exact same thing in this movie. They involved the human world.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think is a big mistake for both of them.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. It's just, I never watched it. I don't plan on watching it. So
It's terrible, but it's really funny though, because the first 45 minutes, all they do is shit on men, like repeatedly, like all these backhanded comments and shit. And they finally go to the human world, and immediately Barbie is sexually assaulted and catcalled, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This would never happen.
I don't know why I find that so funny, but I find that very funny.
And there's there's like a mini montage where Ken discovers masculinity and the patriarchy, and he just falls in love with it.
I'm done.
So while Barbie's being miserable, like a complete drag, having no fun whatsoever, Ken's just like, this is awesome. You ever heard of horses? Horses are so cool. And horses become like a god to him. And he goes back to Barbie world without Barbie, because apparently he's just a dick like that. And he makes... Because Barbie Land is run by women, right? And the men are essentially... not necessarily slaves.
Yeah, but they're there to basically support them. Like they don't have any... And so Ken goes back and is like, dudes, did you know we're awesome and we can do everything better? Yeah. And so and the movie just leaves it at that. Goes back to Barbie's whole boring thing. It was awful. She had to like go to the creators of Barbie just to get talked to horribly by more men, because men are awful. And then finally she goes back to Barbie Land, and it's been turned to Ken Land. And the dudes run everything. Everything's dude bro everything. It's like a giant frat party. And here's the twist that I love. The women are happy. That's funny.
And I was like, wait, shouldn't it be the opposite? Shouldn't they be miserable? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And then Barbie ends up having to abduct each Barbie, like other Barbie, individually, just to brainwash them back into being feminists. So, so what you're implying is that Ken came back, pitched patriarchy, everyone was like, okay, but Barbie has to brainwash them to go back to feminine. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a little bit strange.
And the women are happy. So what are you trying to say here?
Yeah, that's weird. That's very interesting.
And you would think, though, Jamal, that the moral of the story at the very end is men and women are equal, right? No. The Barbies go back into control, and the Kens are like, we can have a spot in the government, right? And they're like, no. Or no, they say, we'll think about it. And it's like, what the fuck? That's... What? After all that?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I think it made a lot of money because it was a very empowering women movie.
I don't think so. I think the meme did most of the work, honestly.
That's not a... Wait, any press is good press, if you think about it, you know? Yeah. Bad or good, it's still press, you know? So... It definitely helped, but no, I'm sorry that you had to sit through that, buddy. I'm really...
It was an experience. It wasn't... Honestly, it was so intriguing because of how awful it was. Yeah. Usually when I don't like a movie, I just fall asleep on it. Yeah. I just give up. I'm like, you know what? I'll just use this time wisely. Recuperate some energy so I can get up early tomorrow morning and play some video games. Exactly, right? But it had my attention. I watched the whole thing. And Ryan Gosling killed it. He was wonderful as Ken, honestly.
Thank God. Thank God. I unfortunately have to get running because I have to get to the West Island. I hate to cut this podcast episode short, but I think it's pretty long. I think we've been here for...
We made it in an hour. That's usually our goal.
Yeah. So, I think I know what the push is going to be. It's going to be a picture of Deadpool and Ken? Or Barbie or something? I don't know.
You're half right.
You know what you should do? You should tag your old channel with Shobi, Movie Mistas.
No.
Tag and go, guys. Episode 2 of Movie Misters in this podcast 5 years later, new black guy. We changed it all up, basically. Sad that in there. But
yeah, you see that.
Yeah, exactly, right? But yeah, so all in all, we have a lot more to talk about. I didn't get a chance to talk about the elections a bit more. I wanted to talk about a little bit about Nintendo because I watched their direct as of late and I thought movies were going bad. Man, video games are in the fucking same direction as fucking movies right now. I tell you, at least for like Nintendo's sake.
It might be worse in a way, honestly.
Yeah, honestly. So I wanted to talk about that.
Keep it in your notes. We can talk about it next week.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just, I'm giving the viewers I'm getting them excited for next week.
Of course.
That's what I'm trying to do. So, but until that time comes. I'm Jamal.
And I'm Patrick.
And we'll see you guys next time. Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds.
Stop.
decision rests with you. Rests with you.